So the last time we went to Silver Dollar City, it poured down rain, and we ended up getting a rainy day pass, which means we got to go back.
For free.
So we decided that we would take some time during like the Christmas break and go back down to Silver Dollar City for some more Christmas fun.
So the funny part is we kind of went the first week they were open and then the last week that they were open for Christmas. And let me tell you, there was quite a bit of difference, especially in the crowds.
So this trip was a little bit shorter. We didn't have a ton of time to do things around Branson, but one thing that we missed out on last time is we really want to take Elliot to Fritz's adventure.
Yeah, it's like an indoor like ropes course with also some other elements in there. And last time we just didn't get the timing right because they were closed like every time we wanted to go. So that was the first thing that we did when we got into town. And surprisingly, this guy who's scared of heights went on the ropes course.
Yeah, me and Elliot went on the ropes course. It was terrifying, but it was fun. And like Elliot really got into it. Like I didn't think he was gonna be. He's getting more and more into that kind of stuff.
He was not scared at all.
Yeah. He was going across all the stuff. Like I was like, I'm not going across anything unless I can use my hands and my feet at the same time. He's like going across these balance beams and all kinds of stuff. It was crazy.
The lady gave us a free pass to do like the ropes course, and so Nick got that initially, and so I was like, well, I don't want to pay extra to go do that, so they just did it. And also I'm kind of a chicken, so maybe next time we go I'll do it. It was really fun. I was really amazed by Elliot's like daredevilness. He also they had a like climbing wall. You could do a climbing wall, or there was like a tower, like a pole that you could climb up.
Yeah, it was like a telephone pole kind of thing. And they also had other like just climbing areas where you could there was like an airplane that you could climb into and like tunnels and stuff like that. And it's kind of like the City Museum that we have here in St. Louis.
They had like a warp wall where you could run and try to go up there. And there were a lot of tunnels, and I did not go in any of those because I'm very claustrophobic.
So the hotel we stayed in wasn't quite as exciting. They didn't have a huge water park, but they did have a pool that has, I think it was like 12 foot deep or something. It was like crazy deep. And we had a lot of fun there.
So we met up with Nick's sister and brother-in-law and daughter again, Jessie, Brian, and Elsie from Krock's in the Kitchen. And they met up with us at the hotel, and we went to Silver Dollar City together. So it was really fun.
Now this time there was no rain at Silver Dollar City, and the weather was actually really nice.
Yeah.
But the lines were crazy.
Everything was like an hour wait, if not longer. Like
the first time we went, Fire in the Hole was like almost a walk on. This time it took like an hour or something like that waiting in line. What is wrong with you?
I'm excited.
Why are you so excited?
Because I'm gonna go to Fire in the Hole.
Fire in the Hole, the
Ball
ball
knobbers,
knobbers.
ball knobbers.
So when we first got there was a huge crowd, and we got the tasting pass again or whatever. So I got a walking taco. I think you maybe got one too. So we're sitting here like eating our walking tacos. Elliot wanted a funnel cake or something like that.
Yeah.
So we have all this food. We're like standing in this line, and then they open the
Yeah,
doors.
it's kind of like a rope drop, right?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they hold you in a certain area and then they open up the whole park.
And so they opened up, and we're like running back to fire in the hole while I'm eating walking tacos. Elliot's like got funnel cake all over him, and like,
It's like powdered sugar, like fully covered. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah. And Jessie really wanted to like run back there, but we were like hungry. So we were like, we have to eat before we go back there. And the food we want is up here. So we're like trying to like keep up with her. And Brian we just left Elliot with Brian.
oh yeah, and Jessie ended up losing Elsie's shoe.
Oh my God.
And it was like she lost her shoe at Walmart
my gosh,
before
so
we
much.
even got to the park. And
That's
then,
why we were late.
Yeah. And then after searching around Walmart, we never found the shoe.
She bought new shoes.
She bought new shoes. Then I told her, I'm like, you should probably take those shoes off before we go in the park. And immediately she loses a shoe. So her and Brian and me are searching around the front of the park for the shoe.
And it's like blacktop, and the shoe was black, so it's like impossible.
So I think she did find that shoe.
She did.
And then she called Walmart, and I think they ended up getting the other shoe back too.
Yes, later that night.
But it was nuts.
Yeah, that was like that whole opening was like so crazy between all of that stuff. So Elsie got to ride the Lucky Dog ride.
Yeah.
She really liked that one. We also got to ride, there's like a wagon ride that kind of goes around like this. And she loved that
Yeah,
one. It
she
was
having
the
a
cutest
blast.
thing. I don't know if we have any footage because they don't allow like cameras
Yeah.
on there, but she was grinning ear to ear. It was so cute.
So the lines weren't just for the rides. There was like an hour-long line for Tater Twist. And like we have to eat tater twists when we go to Silver Dollar City.
We have to.
Yeah. So I'm like, oh, I'm a genius. I'm just gonna mobile order this thing. You know?
They just started having mobile ordering. This is like the first season that they've ever had mobile ordering. So we thought, oh, this will be great. We'll just like mobile order it and come right back and like we'll just walk up and pick up our food. It'll be ready.
Yeah. And then I mobile order it and stuff like that. I asked Mandy and Elliot like, what do you guys want or whatever. And so then we get up there. And, like, there's a line to pick up the mobile order that's still, like, an hour long or something crazy.
It's like 20, 30 minutes.
I'm, like, waiting in this line. And then we're getting close to the front. And I'm looking at the order. And Mandy's like, why'd you only get 2? And I was like, well, I thought you and Elliot were going to split one.
I'm like, why would we split one? We never split one.
I thought they were. I don't know.
And he's like, well, you made it sound like you were going to split one. I'm like, no. I said, I wanted one and he wanted one.
And so she got all mad at me about that. And then, no, I asked the lady, I was like, can we just add another one? She's like, no, you have to go back through the line. And so my sister's standing with us, and she's like, I'm just going to mobile order one now. And so she ordered one, and then luckily got to pick it up right when we did. And it all ended up working out.
I'm sorry to all the people behind us that had to wait extra because we added one in at the last second. But
it was,
it worked out.
Okay.
Wait up, you!
You guys are in jail. You're in the Tater Twist jail. You didn't order because you illegally ordered your Tater Twist in line for Tater Twist, and you skipped the whole line.
No, I waited in line with you.
No, you didn't, because you butted in line. So now you're in jail.
And like while we were waiting to pick up our mobile order, like Jessie and Brian waited in like the 30-minute line to get kettle corn.
Yeah.
So like it worked out, but there was a lot of people there that day.
And we did end up getting to see the like Christmas saloon show, which is cool because we've never seen that before.
Which I had to wait in line for like 2 hours to join the line, which we then had to wait an hour for.
Yeah. But we sat up on the balcony this time, which is kind of cool. And also when you sit up in the balcony, when you exit, you get to come out on the like balcony outside. And like, I've never been up there before. So it's kind of cool to see that part of the park.
And it was all lit up with Christmas lights.
Yeah.
Like they put them in front of all of the fronts of all the buildings. So it was like really Christmassy up there.
Other than this.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way. I'm just checking it out. Elliot, look over here.
Anything over here?
Mandy. Hi.
We also got to try the cinnamon bread, which I don't know how we've gone so many times and never had the cinnamon bread. I didn't really know where it was.
Yeah.
But it was right by like where the saloon show kind of, like right around that area. So we got that and it was so good. The second time we got to see the Christmas parade not in the rain.
Oh, yeah.
And that was really cool.
We kind of like just happened upon it. Like we were kind of walking around the front and like, oh, the parade's here.
Here. And that was really cool. And we got to do some extra Christmas shopping and like go to all the stores a little bit more. And just, even though it was busy, we had already done a lot of the things that we wanted to do. So it was just kind of like the extra things. We did Grandfather's Mansion and...
Well, and we rode the train and finally got to see all the epic Christmas lights, which really wasn't like that cool. Like I thought it was
better than it being in the dark.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like all lit up, but it was like just a few things, which was fine.
Yeah.
So this one was probably not as crazy of a trip. I wouldn't say it was as relaxing because the lines were crazy, so it was like a different kind of crazy, but it was still a fun trip.
Silver Dollar City Christmas, Part 2.
I don't know if it was better with the rain and the crowds, but it was fun either way.
Yeah. We had a great time. Can't wait to go back.